Good evening, hockey fans. Welcome to Appleton here at the Community First Champions Center here in the Fox Cities is what they're called, the facility here. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on RadioPlusInfo.com as we get ready here for the contest between the Fond du Lac Cardinals and the St. Mary Springs Ledgers here in semifinal action at the Badgerland Hockey Conference Tournament. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by your Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Dan Sprader, Kathleen Taves, Patrick Ellisted, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Ben Berchi, and Pam Tollefson, and Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Let's talk a little bit about these two teams as we get ready here. There's still 7 minutes here as the Zamboni is getting ready to clean the ice and we get ready for team introductions for these two teams from Fond du Lac. So good rivalry game here. In fact, that's going to be a little bit of a talk about the pregame features the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. To talk a little bit about the Fond du Lac Family Dental Coaches Smiles interviews. I talked to both of the coaches just a little while ago before I came up here and came on the air. And according to Coach John Welsh, he is certainly looking for a big win here tonight in this semifinal game. We're currently still ranked number one from what I saw in the Division II polls of the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. And I still, even though they're ranked number two in number one in Division II, I'm expecting that we are still going to have a heck of a game, even though Fond du Lac is not a ranked team. Because as you noticed, the Badgerland Conference Hockey Conference is very, very competitive and very tight. The last time that these two teams played, it was a 3-2 victory for St. Mary Springs. When I was talking also with a coach, I just asked him a couple of things. He's hoping that he's going to see a lot of hustle out of his players and continuing to execute really well. As I was announcing the Waupun Springs game, I noticed for St. Mary Springs Ledgers, they do a fantastic job of passing the puck and making good catches. And then what I really was interested in is I was watching their defense does a nice job of crashing and interchanging with their centers to help protect coming back. So I was very impressed with that. And the coach is hoping that they can execute on some of those attacks that they're going to have in the offensive zone. I was also had a conversation then with Coach Ryan Sarrazin of the Fond du Lac Cardinals, and what his big coach's smile here from the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They see all ages of patients in a happy and honest setting. Schedule an appointment today. Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile from Ryan Sarrazin. Again, he said it's a huge rivalry game here, and as a rivalry game, he would love to see his team come out of here with a victory. Once again, they played a very close game the last time that they played each other, and they have continued to battle back and forth. In fact, Fond du Lac, St. Mary Springs, and Neenah were all tied at the top of the conference, and it took the tiebreaker for them to decide who was going to be the number one seed here, and that ended up coming out to be the Neenah Rockets based on goals goals against. It wasn't an average or a percentage, because if it would have been based on a percentage, I believe Fond du Lac would have actually been the number one seed. Either way, Coach Sarrazin is hoping that his boys can come out and make sure that they come out fast and are able to execute quickly and then play strong in their defensive end, get plenty of shots in on goal. Both of us know that Hayden Rising, the goalie for St. Mary Springs Ledger, is a solid goalie, but he's also very impressed with his freshman goalie, Spencer Schober. The Marine Park Technical College keys to the game, I kind of interacted and put that in together here. Marine Park Technical College offers more than 100 career areas to help prepare you for your future. Zamboni is getting ready here to finish one more pass, and they'll be off the ice, and we'll get ready here for the Baker Cheese starting lineups. I also spoke to both coaches and asked them if they would give us the Bauer Chiropractic injury report. Bauer Chiropractic. Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer. Bauer Chiropractic, voted Fond du Lac's favorite chiropractor in a recent Reader's Choice poll. Bauer Chiropractic. According to the injury report, there are no injuries to report for either one of the teams. On Tuesday, when Springs played Waupun, they did have 2 injured players, and I talked to, again, Coach John Welsh, and he said those players are back in action. He's not sure how much action they will actually see, but they are no longer on the injury report. And Coach Saracen said nothing, all clean. So that's fantastic that we're going to have 2 teams that are going to be at full strength tonight in today's contest. We'll get ready here shortly to go through the Bauer Cheese starting lineups. Before we do that, I'd like to take a chance to make sure that we get our sponsors some little bit of love in here. So I'm going to make sure that I bring those on and let you know that we appreciate all that they've done to make sure that.
Is the new crispy chicken sandwich taco from Taco Bell a taco or a sandwich?
It's the fold that makes the taco.
If you don't have a tortilla, you don't have a taco.
Bit of a bread burn there. Good one.
Ingredients stacked vertically, that's a taco.
It's called sandwich taco, not taco sandwich.
You've heard the arguments from both sides. Now, which side are you on?
The new crispy chicken sandwich taco from Taco Bell.
Mishaps like accidents, auto glass chips, and breakage happen. So it's good to know that the new state-of-the-art Holiday Collision and Glass Center is here for you to fix it right and deliver excellent customer care. Count on Team Holiday for expert collision and paintwork, mobile auto glass fixes and replacement, paintless dent repair, and much more. Plus conveniences like drive-through reception and estimating bays. Holiday's Collision and Glass Center, now open on Industrial Drive in Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Welcome back here to Community First Champion Center here in the Fox Cities as we get ready for this semifinal action here in Badgerland Hockey Conference Tournament between the Fond du Lac Cardinals and St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Let's take a look at the Bauer Cheese starting lineups. Start your new career at Bauer Cheese today. Visit BauerCheese.com to find out how you can apply today. The Bauer Cheese starting lineups for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Their starting lineup, they're going to start with, in at center is going to be number 7, Isaac Highland. And he's going to be centering one wing, is going to be number 5, Isaac Zabel, and number 9, Caden Blank. On the defensive side, it's going to be number 18, Connor Schramm, and number 20, Ian Zabel. On the goalie front, it is going to be number 30, Hayden Rising for St. Mary Springs Ledgers. So get ready to bring those teams out here onto the ice. They've been messing with the lights a little bit here when I was here the whole time, so we'll see how that's going to end up playing into the broadcast for tonight. See if there's any issues going to take place as the teams get ready to hit the ice here. The starting lineup for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, going to be in at center is going to be number 15, Hunter Parr, and he's going to be centering number 2, Brett Zabel, and the other wing is going to be number 25, Tommy Koenigs. The defensive pair for the Fond du Lac Cardinals is going to be number 19, Connor Clapprich, and number 3, Aiden Hefner is going to be the other defensive pair. Let's take a look and give a shout out quickly to these coaching staffs. Coaches for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, Ryan Saracen, Kent Ellingson, Dave Lenz, and Andrew Kiekler. And the coaches for the Fond du Lac Springs Ledgers, head coach John Welsh, assistant coaches Scott Pavelgio, Joe Kemp, Chris Whitey McEssie, Matty Taylor, Kevin Colleen, and Tim Pickert on the staff for the Fond du Lac Springs Ledgers. Not sure what they're waiting for. It looks like they must be waiting for the officials to come out here and hit the ice. And while we're waiting for those officials, let's talk a little bit more about these teams. I was looking at the leaders for these teams, and the St. Mary Springs Ledgers I was looking at only conference points, so it does talk a little bit about their conference points. So leading for goals for St. Mary Springs is Dane Dianovich. He was 7, and he's tied with Josh Austin. He also has 7. And their number 2 or number 3, how you want to look at it, is Finn Bilo and Talon Blank, each with 5. And again, those are just their conference goals. So those are your team leaders for St. Mary Springs. Assists are going to go to Talon Blank has 11. Josh Austin has 8. Dane Dinovich has 6. Jonathan Corbs has 6. And Isaac Highland has 6. So those are your top point getters on the assist side for St. Mary Springs Leisures. That gives total scoring leaders for Springs is going to be Talon Blank with 16 points, Josh Austin with 14, and Dane Dianovich with 13. In goal, Hayden Rising so far is 6-1 in the Badgerland Conference so far. He's faced 107 shots, stopping 92, which gives him a save percentage of .860 and a 2.44 goals against average. I also thought it was very interesting looking at these teams scoring. So one thing that really stood out to me about the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, the number 2 seed in this hockey tournament, is that they are outscoring their opponents huge in each one of their periods. So if they've outscored their opponents 15-6 in the first period, 18-4 in the second period, and then a little bit closer, 14-8 in that third period. They've taken 30 penalties so far, and their opponents have taken 32, so they've been playing pretty even for each of these teams. Looked at their power play percentage for St. Mary Springs, only scoring on 8% of their power plays, so that's a little bit lower than where you would like to be when you're scoring on your power play. You'd like to be at about 25%. But their penalty kill is right where you want it, right about 80%. They're at 79.2%. So that's amazing work there for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers and Coach John Welsh. Let's talk a little bit about now they're introducing Fond du Lac, and I'll swing over to St. Mary Springs, so I got it kind of reversed here, but that's okay. Fond du Lac under Coach Ryan Sarrazin, leading scorers for Fond du Lac in goals. Leading goal scorer is Tommy Koenigs with 7, Hunter Parr with 6, and Brett Zabel with 5. Assist leaders for the team, and again, I'm only giving you their points that they have earned so far in the Badgerland Conference hockey season. So far, the Fond du Lac Cardinals assist leader is Brett Zabel with 15, Aiden Hefner with 10, and Jace Weber with 6. And that means your total point getter is going to be Brett Zabel with 20, Aiden Hefner with 14, and Tommy Koenigs with 11. In goalie tonight for Fond du Lac is going to be Spencer Schober. He's 7-1 so far in Badgerland Conference play. He's had 115 shots, stopped 106, which gives him a goals against average of 1.32 and a 92.2 save percentage. But what was even more impressive is I could not believe this. I thought that the St. Mary Springs scoring was incredible. I took a look at the team scoring for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, and they have scored 21 goals in the first period and only given up 1. So talking again to Coach Ryan Saracen, what he was hoping to make sure is that they could jump out really quick and keep that scoring going here in that first period. Second period has been 14-3, and then in the third period they've let up a little bit, and it's gone 7-6. Power play percentage for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, 22.6% execution on their power play for the season, and the penalty kill was 92.6. We'll get ready here for the puck drop after we hear from our sponsor.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 Cents for the Future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on bristolmorganbank.com.
Back here to live action at the Community First Champion Center. Beautiful sheet of ice that we're going to be broadcasting from tonight. Right Way Home Improvement opening face-off coming up here. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today. Contact Right Way Home Improvement today for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999 or visit rightwaybuilt.com. That's the Right Way Home Improvement opening face-off that's going to be coming here shortly between St. Mary Springs Ledgers and the Fond du Lac Cardinals. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on the broadcast for Badgerland Hockey Conference action. Want to give a shout out again, so if you got somebody out there who wants to watch the game, radioplusinfo.com. Here's the place where they can watch this whole thing live. I'll be back here tomorrow also to broadcast both of these teams. Depending upon who does what will depend on what time they're playing, and we'll talk about that as we get closer in action. As we get ready here in at center for Fond du Lac, it's going to be number 15, Hunter Parr. And in at center for St. Mary Springs, it's going to be number 7, Isaac Highland. Here we go to some live hockey action, and there's the puck drop. Springs has possession, comes back into the neutral zone. It's going to be tripped there by Highland. Picked up there by Connor Schramm. He gives it to his D partner, number 20, Ian Zabel, into the corner. Trying to pick it up, battling. Schramm has it, swings it back over to Zabel. Zabel's able to move it up to number 5, Isaac Zabel. So we got Ian and Isaac. Good hard contact there. Still in control, though, is St. Mary Springs in the zone. Picked up there by Isaac Zabel. He's going to get rubbed off, and coming out of there with number 3, Aiden Hefner. Tried to get it up into the neutral zone, does. Springs is able to pick it back up. Springs has a huge advantage when they're playing at home, and so does Fond du Lac, because both of them are used to playing on a huge sheet of ice. But that's going to be nullified here. They're going to be playing on a little bit smaller sheet of ice today. It's going to go up against the half wall. It's going to be stopped there with a whistle at the 16:05 mark. Forgot who our scoreboard sponsor was, so I apologize. Oh, there it is, Quest Interiors. So on the Quest Interior scoreboard, 16:05, no shots and no goals yet here early in the first period. Fond du Lac wins that draw, gets it out there to number 6, Jace Weber. Playing up against the half wall in the neutral zone. That's number 34, Ryan Marks, who dumps it down low. Hayden Rising plays it from behind, chips it into the corner. Still in possession, going in on that forecheck. It's number 18, Ryan Lenz, but it was picked up there by Springs, coming back the other way. Knocked down in the neutral zone. Got a huge student section here, so can't see right down in front of us, so apologize for that. We'll give you the call the best that we can. It's good to see the excitement here on a Friday night. Instead of some basketball action, we've got some hockey action here. Also, I'm picking up the Springs camera, so I'm going to have a little bit of an issue when we get there, and there's going to be a save by Schober. He's going to get the whistle at the 15:15 mark here on the Quest Interior scoreboard from the Community First Champion Center here in Fox Cities. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on radioplusinfo.com. That was one of those forward. You see that more and more as the centers try and push it forward and try and get it out to their centers who might be attacking forward, and instead of pulling it back to the D. So it's not typically what you consider to be a win, but in that case it is for Springs. Schramm, once again, he plays it back to Ian Zabel on the defensive side. Zabel dumps it, knocked down there by number 19, Connor Clapprich, and that's going to be a whistle here at the 14:47 mark. I didn't see what the call was. I'll have to see if I can make sure that I can focus on that a little bit here. I know that some of you would like me to zoom in a little bit more, and I can understand that. What happens, though, I am the cameraman, I am the computer operator, I am the sound engineer, so all of those things make it a little bit of a challenge for me to try and keep track of it. There's going to be an offsides. I saw that by the official. So therefore, keep it zoomed out a little bit so you don't miss any of the action. I'm going to try and check my scoreboard camera every once in a while as well. I know it'd be nice if I had a scoreboard overlay as well. Those are things that I'm working on adding, and hopefully with the assistance here of Radio Plus Info, we'll be able to add that eventually. Back in the neutral zone, dumped. That's going to be a glove save there by Hayden Rising. We'll see if they give it. They may say that it was a little bit outside. Springs has it in their zone. Coming into the neutral zone, that was number 19, Finn Bulow, who had it for a second. Picked up there by Dianovich, sorry about that. I got mixed reviews. Hayden Rising puts that into the corner on the save. Going to be dumped in by number 8, Tyson Craig for Fond du Lac. Going in on the forecheck hard is Brett Zabel, trying to win it but does not get it. Picked up there by Hunter Parr. He's going to swing it all the way back to his zone, see if they can set it up. Moves it all the way across. Tyson Craig with it. Behind the net, behind his goalie Schober. Trying to swing it. That's number 6 wearing the A, Jace Weber. Chips it into the neutral, a high slot. No shot off. Good job there by Craig to challenge and stop Isaac Zabel from getting a shot off. Stepping up is Schramm. He dumps it down below. Picking it up. Trying to reverse directions. Coming with it. It's number 6, Jace Weber. Held in again there by Schramm. Coming with it is number 8, Tyson Craig. Trying to get it out. So Fond du Lac right now having a little bit of hard time as there's good forecheck pressure coming here by Springs. Two-person forecheck. Woo! Isaac Highland, a little bit of physical contact there. Leaves it out in the low slot. Unable to pull the trigger as it was in the feet of Highland. Opportunity there for Springs to score first. Picking it up there for Springs is number 10, Dane Dianovich. He dropped it for number 29, Talon Blank. Dianovich dumped it, comes out into the neutral zone and going back to chase. It's going to be Ian Zabel. Rising touches it, puts it behind the net. Forecheck was Brett Zabel for Fond du Lac. Trying to get it out, wearing the captain's C. See if I can move my camera just a little bit forward, see if that'll help get rid of the shot here from the Springs bench. Skating with it is number 34, Ryan Marks. Drops it down low, goes into the forecheck, picks it up into the corner. He's met there. Good defense by Springs, not letting anybody camp into the slot, trying to get it out. Nice pitchfork backhand there by number 23, Josh Austin. Comes into the neutral zone. It's going to be picked up there by number 20, Blake Spees. Going to come all the way back. No opportunity to pull the trigger hard enough by Austin. And coming back with it is the Cardinals in the neutral zone. Tried to lead it ahead, but a great defensive play there by Colin McMahon. Dianovich pitchforked it back, trying to get it in behind into the corner, trying to get their breakout. Comes back out to the neutral zone. Tried to knock it down as Drake Dianovich. Picked up there by Dianovich. Left in front. Good back check there by Schwartz to knock him off of the puck. In the neutral zone. Ian Zabel changes directions, trying to get it cleared out. Dropped in. Wasn't sure if I could see Fond du Lac offsides or not. They weren't. Back with it is Jonathan Korb. Korb dumps it into the corner. Going in on the forecheck is Gabe Braun. Braun gets there. Tried to center it. Sitting on that backside, but a good defensive job there by number 36 again is Aiden Schwartz. The icing is waved off as that's going to go down. Whoa. Moved my camera a little bit more forward to see if I could get that out of the view. That's a little bit better. Down into the corner, trying to pick it up. Springs. Felt bad at where I'm set up here because I'm not liking the location. I'm set up in the wheelchair access, which is really is not ideal, obviously, as you got some fans No penalty is called as it looked like it was taken to the ice. Coming back, dropped down below in the net, playing with it. Connor Schramm was down low as a defenseman, way down behind the net for Springs. Trying to pick it up. Is Fond du Lac trying to get it out. Banged hard off of the glass. That's going to go in the corner, and that's going to be picked up there by number 3, Aiden Hefner. And we've got a whistle for icing. 9:15 here on the Quest Interior scoreboard. 0-0, one shot apiece for each of these teams. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Radio Plus Info, the .com, broadcasting for both the Fond du Lac Springs Ledgers and the Fond du Lac Cardinals. We'll be back on air tomorrow with both of their games as well. Down behind the net, trying to play it. Up against the half wall, checked into the board there is number 16, Cullen King. Nice back check there. I believe that's number 18, Ryan Lenz. Tried to get it in the center, but again, the defensive for both of these teams do a good job of protecting that slot and not letting them pull the trigger. Leaking out a little bit for Springs was number 29, again, Talon Blank. Back into the neutral zone. For Fond du Lac, that's going to be number 8, Tyson Craig, going to dump it down low. Rising's going to grab it, and he's going to leave it for Ian Zabel. Zabel skating with it. Tried to clear it. Nice play there by Craig to hold it in instead of getting somebody leaking from behind. That's going to be an icing as that's going to get dumped at the 8:24 mark here on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Zeros on the scoreboard. I'm going to see if I can fix that scoreboard clock. Grabbed a hold of it and dropped it a little bit here, so we'll see if I can get that fixed so you can see the time. That's a little bit better. Down in the corner, Fond du Lac with a little bit of pressure here. As I mentioned before, they've been 21-1 in scoring in their first period here, just dominant in their scoring. And Coach Ryan Saracen was hoping that would be the case again tonight, but so far they haven't been able to find the back of the net. Held there at the blue line, shot into the glove of Rising as he's going to get the save, and I think that's the first chance I got to hit the instant replay button. So let's take a look at that. Back here to live action. The drive up here was a little treacherous today as I was coming up here from Waupun. A little bit slow around from Fond du Lac all the way back up here towards the ice arena. Ooh, there was a good opportunity there for Fond du Lac as Aiden Hefner was in front. That's going to be picked up there by Isaac Highland. He's going to reverse, try to get it around. Number 25, Colin McMahon, also battling in there for Springs. Down in the corner. Walking in was number 15, Hunter Parr. It's going to come up against the half wall, held in there by the defenseman. I can't see that over there again because there's good crowd from both Springs student section and from the Cardinals student section. 7:15 here on the clock from the Quest Interiors. Over on the other ice rink, just wanted to give people a little shout out over there. The Waupun Warriors up over the Fox City Stars 2-0 in the first period. And for those that had a chance to watch the contest on Tuesday, you noticed that it was a great Badgerland Conference battle between Waupun and Springs, and Springs was victorious 2-1, but the Waupun Warriors gave them a good scare. And that's one of the things that you see in Badgerland Conference play is you see some great teams here. And again, you've got Neenah, who is the number 1 seed, who just beat Appleton in the last game 3-1, so they'll be playing for sure. I believe it's 3:15. I'll double check it. Here's a breakaway chance for Fond du Lac. Laying out is Schramm, and he's going to get called for the penalty, and that'll be the first penalty of the game for the Fond du Lac Cardinals here at the 6:50 mark. Just missed it there on the instant replay as Schramm was laying out to try and stop the attack. Again, I couldn't see who that was specifically here. So he laid out and ended up getting the stick into the skates. And now the Cardinals will have their first opportunity here on the power play. 22.2% execution rate on the power play for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. And St. Mary's Springs Ledgers have killed off 79%, so almost 80%. I believe it was 79.2% of all penalty power play situations. And right now here, Fond du Lac's having a hard time getting it set up. Shorthanded opportunity coming in on the attack. Seeing if they're going to make the call. They're not. Little aggressive there by number 19, Connor Clapperich, but did his job. Number 23 for Springs, that's Josh Austin. He's asking how come that's not a penalty, as I got shoved into the goalie, and the official saying that's hockey. Got a face-off here to the blocker side of number 33, 33, Spencer Schober, the goalie for the Cardinals. Cardinals are on the power play here with a chance. Get it out, get something set up. That's going to be number 8, Tyson Craig, with control behind the net. He's going to leave it. Going to try and break it out. Nice cross-ice passes. Coming with it is Weber. Down in, has a chance. At Crashin, he's going to swing it all the way back up. Gets all the way across ice, backdoor side, and a save there by Rising, closing the pads on that attack. Beautiful shot there by the Cardinals, but a better recovery by Rising on the save. With 1:08 left here in the power play for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. 5:57 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. That's going to be cleared all the way down by Springs. Schober's going to take a look. He's going to play it. Leaves it behind the net, and picking it up will be Tyson Craig. Craig behind the net, looking to get something going. There's the breakout again. Same setup as they did before. This time it was stopped up against the half wall by Springs. Couldn't see who. Again, I got a nice student section sitting right here in front of us. I'm a little short, can't see over the top of them. Here's a chance for Fond du Lac. Left it. The 2 defense towards Rising. He can't find it. Turning, trying to get a shot off. Is Fond du Lac had chipped away for Springs. Coming back into the neutral zone. It's going to be picked up there by Weber. He's hounded by number 29, Talon Blank. Blank takes it away. Here's a chance at a shorty. Looking, loses it at the circle. He'll eat up a little bit more time. Only 16 seconds left here on the power play for Fond du Lac. Taken there by number 25, Tommy Koenigs. Koenigs trying to get it around. Gets it in the, tried to get it in the neutral zone, had it blocked. Going back off of the bench quickly. Nice drop pass there. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity for Fond du Lac. And a 3-on-1 as they jump into play. Beautiful defensive play there by number 20, Ian Zabel, to get into the play and break up that pass on that attack. And that's going to go right into the belly of Schober. And then he's going to drill the goalie. It's pushed by his own player. The Fond du Lac player ends up pushing the Springs player into his goalie, so a silly mistake by the Fond du Lac Cardinals player. Let's see who that was. That was number 2 for Fond du Lac. That's going to be Brett Zabel. Ended up drilling the Springs player and drilled him into his own goalie and almost takes out their own goalie. That would be catastrophic here for the Cardinals to lose their starting goalie, who's had an amazing season. I was trying to see if I could pick up what I had there for his stats. Didn't get a chance to share those. A 1.32 goals against average, 92% on the save percentage. That's near the top. I believe the only person that beat him on the save percentage is the Badgerland Conference Hockey Player of the Year, which was senior Tyler Fromholtz from Waupun. See if Schober looks like he's going to get up and get stretched out. Good sportsmanship there by number 20, Ian Zabel, checking to make sure, again, as Brett Zabel came in from behind and laid out the player from Springs and laid him right into Schober. But it's good to see Spencer is back up on his feet. Officials giving him some time. He's getting a little bit of water, see if he can get going. Heard my son talk about it numerous times. He played goalie for Waupun. Back his senior year was 2017-2018 when Waupun won the regular season. Ended up losing the conference tournament to Springs, but One of the worst things is to get run because you end up getting your legs stuck underneath you with your skates stuck into the ice because you have no place to go with your toes. And unless you can kick them out in a hurry, you can injure yourself pretty dramatically. But it looks like Schober's back up on his feet. The officials are having a conversation. I'm not sure what the conversation is about. We'll see as we get ready to drop the puck here. 4:37 left on the Quest Interiors scoreboard here at the Community First Champions Center in the Fox Cities. As we're looking at Fond du Lac, Waupun, and the Stars are over playing on the other rink where the score was 2-0 Waupun. Picked up there. That was number 19, Connor Clapprich for Fond du Lac, who dropped it. So Fond du Lac had their chance on their first power play percentage, but Springs with a 79% kill percentage was able to get the first kill. And no score on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Number 5, Isaac Zabel in the neutral zone, squirts it over here to number 9, Caden Blank. Blank takes it into the zone, gets hammered up against the board by number 3, Aiden Hefner. Expect to see a little bit of physical play in some rivalry hockey here in Badgerland Conference play. The number 2 seeded Springs Ledgers taking on the 3 seeded Fond du Lac Cardinals. Throw records out the window when you're talking about Badgerland Conference hockey play. Clapprich moved it back over, stuck into the neutral zone. Shot down, takes a wicked hop, but Hayden Rising right there to direct it to the corner. But good forecheck by Springs, by Fond du Lac Cardinals, Ryan Lenz. And it's going to be turned back over in the neutral zone. Dumped in there by number 8, Tyson Craig. Trying to get it out, good cross ice pass. That's going to be dropped over to Dane Dianovich. Dianovich scoots in, and it's a goal is scored as it goes through the 5-hole of Schober by Dianovich. Take a look at that on instant replay. Coming in through the zone with speed. Gets around the dot, cuts to the center, and catches Schober in the 5-hole as Schober was trying to move to cover the post and gives up the first score here at 3:13 in the first period. I know that Dianovich is going to get the goal. I'm not sure who got the assist. For some reason, I thought that was Talon Blank that made a nice touch pass, but we'll see who got that assist coming across. Maybe not. I think it might have been Josh Austin. See what the announcer has to say. Either way, you've got one in the score column for the home team, the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Here in first period action. Springs now with a little pep in their step. Well, I was a little off. Connor Schramm, the defenseman, is going to get the first assist, and the second assist is going to go to number 25, Colin McMahon. Got a penalty here again coming to Springs, it looks like. It's going to be an interference call. See who's going to head to the bench. That's going to be number 16, Colin King, who's going to get called for the interference. And it's going to give Fond du Lac a chance at their second power play. Once again, you're talking about 22% on their power play execution. And with that 22%, that's about 1 out of 4, a little bit closer to 1 out of 5, I guess. So here's their second opportunity for Fond du Lac. Springs again stopping 80%, so they're stopping 4 out of 5. Had a shorthanded chance there. It's going to be picked up there by number 2, Brett Zabel. He's going to try and turn the corner, get it out front, and a good defensive play there by Colin McMahon. It's going to be dumped down low. Schober is going to skate to the corner, pick it up, leave it for Hefner. Hefner has it. Good forecheck pressure again here by Springs, not letting them execute. That's one of the things you've heard me also talk about in numerous broadcasts. I think it's hard in high school hockey. If you get somebody on your penalty kill who can put all kinds of pressure on that puck, it's pretty hard to break it out and get something set up. And that's what you're seeing Springs do here, and that's one of the things I've also seen out of Waupun this season. Shot, didn't see it, up over the top. Hayden Risen was screened all in front, but he got on top of it here and gets the whistle at 1:55 here in the first period. 1:08 left on the power play for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. St. Mary Springs, though, with a 1-0 lead. The winner will be taking on the Neenah Menasha Hortonville Rockets in the championship game. I got to see what time that championship game is scheduled for. Back out here in the neutral zone, Fond du Lac has it. 3:30 is the time that's scheduled to start. Doesn't make a difference to me because I'm going to be here at 9 o'clock or so for the Waupun game. And then I'll be here for the third place game, and then I'll be here for that championship game. So we're going to make a day of some hockey here in the Fox Cities. Skating with it. It's number 6, Jace Weber. Dropped it. Once again, tried an opportunity there was Drake Dianovich. Pressure again by Springs. 25 seconds left on the power play. Trying to get it out. That's going to come out to Zabel. For Springs, Fond du Lac's able to get it in the zone. Held there at the line. Weber has it. Looks across. Shot. Knocked down in front by number 2, Cooper Bilo. Back in the neutral zone. And both at full strength as Springs kills off another penalty. Fond du Lac unable to execute. Fond du Lac trying to get it out of their zone. Springs with a 1-goal cushion, doing everything they can to keep it pinched in. Fond du Lac had it for a second. That was number 20, Blake Spees. Back in. Now to pitchfork that up into the rafters, that's a pretty good pitchfork to get that way up in the sky there. So he ends up hitting the rafters. We're going to get a whistle. And I believe the faceoff is going to come down in the zone. 21 seconds left. 1-0 here on the Quest Interior scoreboard. St. Mary's Springs Ledgers. Shot up over the top of the net. That was number 23, Josh Austin. Doing a good job here. Springs trying to hold it in. A penalty now coming. 10 seconds left. Fond du Lac trying to get possession. Springs has it, and now we'll get the whistle with 5 seconds left. Elbowing is going to be the call. And going to the bench for Fond du Lac. Oh, head contact is going to be the call on number 25, Tommy Koenigs. 5 seconds left here in the first period for St. Mary's Springs to see if they can execute and get a 2-goal lead going here at the end of the first period. 5.4 on the clock. Coming down. And that's going to do it here in the first period as the St. Mary Springs Ledgers with a 1-0 lead over the Fond du Lac Cardinals. We'll be back here with a little bit of action after we hear from our sponsors, and we'll talk about the statistics so far here that I have in this first period. From the Community First watching the Springs players celebrate, I hadn't seen anybody leaving the ice like that. With St. Mary Springs Ledgers with a 1-0 lead over the Fond du Lac Cardinals. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on RadioPlusInfo.com. We'll be back for the second period after we hear from our sponsors.
Is the new crispy chicken sandwich taco from Taco Bell a taco or a sandwich?
It's the fold that makes the taco.
If you don't have a tortilla, you don't have a taco.
Bit of a bread burn there. Good one.
Ingredients stacked vertically, that's a taco.
It's called sandwich taco, not taco sandwich.
You've heard the arguments from both sides. Now, which side are you on?
The new crispy chicken sandwich taco from Taco Bell.
Hey, did I tell you I bought an SUV online?
So did I.
Really? I went with Holiday. The process was easy and they delivered it to me.
I went with one of the big national retailers. I was excited until they delivered mine. That's when I discovered some problems, like a mysterious noise, a burn hole in the seat.
At Holiday, they took time to answer my questions. They even sent me a video for a close-up look. Yeah, it's been good. I'm a fan.
Next time, I'll be a fan of Holiday.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.
Anders Auto Parts is the place to go for quality auto parts and paint. Anders has been serving the Fond du Lac area with automotive parts and paints since 1956. Anders features PPG automotive and industrial paints, quality auto parts, along with an experienced, knowledgeable staff to serve you. Anders is located at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street behind the American Family Office. Call those who know. Call Anders Auto Parts at 920-922-3390.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents, like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch.
Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem.
My name is Jim. Came to New Medical for bad knee pain. Before that, I couldn't squat, kneel. I had difficulty getting in my truck. 12 weeks later, things are getting better and improving every day.
Hi there, my name is Steve. I had a lot of pain in my right knee due to arthritis. The results I've experienced have been a lot less pain in my knee. I'm able to walk up and down steps a lot better than I was. I would highly recommend the procedure to anybody that's been talking to an orthopedic surgeon. They wanted to perform a full knee replacement on me, and I thought, I'm pretty young for that, so I was looking for other alternatives.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Doyle Kelly Dental, the name this area is trusted to bring smiles for over 50 years. Dr. Kathy Doyle and Dr. Aaron Cole continue this exceptional care with staff who go the extra mile to make sure you're comfortable throughout your entire appointment.
Hello, this is Dr. Aaron Cole. I'm excited to be working in my hometown alongside Dr. Kathy and the team at Doyle Kelly Dental. I will continue making your smile my first priority. I'm in the office 5 days a week and serving you until 7 p.m. on Mondays. I'm accepting patients now at Fondulacsmiles.com.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at IntegritySaw.com. That's IntegritySaw.com.
Hey guys, I just had to tell you about the new credit cards my friends and I got from Fond du Lac Credit Union. Julie is building her credit, so she got the secured card. Mike was looking for a low-rate, no annual fee card, so he went for the classic card. And you know me, I love adventure. So I went for the You Choose Rewards card. Every dollar I spend gives me points I can redeem for merchandise, travel, gift cards, and more. Fond du Lac Credit Union has a low-rate credit card for every lifestyle. Which one's right for you?
Even dock spiders know there comes a time to clear the cobwebs off investments at different financial institutions and former employers in order to help plan for the future. LedgeVest Financial can help clients transition from cobwebs to a financial pathway tailored to pursue their future goals. Clear the cobwebs with the help of LedgeVest Financial. Proudly serving Fond du Lac with over 60 years of combined financial industry experience. Go to ledgevestfinancial.com or call 920-581-5700.
Condex Corporation in Lomira is a proud manufacturer of cutting parts for the agriculture and lawn and turf industry. Condex is currently looking to add to their second and third shifts in various roles: assembler, machine operator, and CNC operator. See for yourself what it's like to work in a company that's focused on innovation and continuous improvement. Condex offers a great work environment, including a climate-controlled manufacturing facility. Condex Corporation, 1500 Technology Drive in Lomira. Apply online today at Condex.com.
Winnebago, Winnebago.
Winnebago Lutheran Academy is different than most high schools.
We have a wide variety of activities to get involved throughout WLA.
The teachers are always willing to help and want us to succeed.
The atmosphere at school makes you feel safe and welcome.
Tuition may seem expensive, but we are part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program.
The most important aspect of WLA is the Christian education that is offered.
Come join our family. Visit us at WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
It is a great time to sell. To see interest rates as affordable as they are, home values are still on the rise, but consistent. And if you thought your house wasn't worth listing for sale, I think you need to think twice about it and get a consultation from one of our agents. We do have a free service where we come out and we take a look at your house and we tell you what we think it would sell for. Knowing what your house is worth is very important, but knowing what your goals are even more important. And we would like to sit down and talk more about your story, about why you're selling, and then finding out what we think it should sell for.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit BakerCheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
It's a slow time for air conditioners, but it's a busy time for furnaces. Hi, this is Sarah and Danny from AirTech Heating.
We want to share a few tips from our technicians to keep your furnace running smoothly this season.
Be sure to change your furnace filter to maintain proper airflow. Not sure how frequently or what filter is best? We can help.
Take good care of your furnace. Contact us for annual preventative maintenance.
And make sure your outdoor vent pipes are clear of snow, leaves, or debris. As always, if you've got questions, our team is here to help.
For whatever it takes, 24/7 service, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
Apply now to qualify for the Sabre Award, a $500 per year scholarship at Marian University. Be admitted by January 1st and receive a $2,000 scholarship towards your degree. The Sabre Award is granted in addition to other scholarships, awards, and discounts. 100% of Marian University students receive financial assistance. College is affordable. Apply now at marianuniversity.edu/apply.
Welcome back here to the Community First Champions Center here in the Fox Cities. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Right now, this is your home for Badgerland Conference Hockey Tournament play, as we're going to be here all day again tomorrow. Just a quick recap. Neenah won the first game here on the winner's side of the bracket, beating Appleton 3-1. And playing over on the other side, Oshkosh was able to beat Shawano. I don't have a final score on that. And the last I had heard from Waupun, so if there's somebody out there from Waupun who is listening and who's watching over on the other rink, if you could swing over here and let me know. what the score is over on that other rink, I'd be glad to broadcast that. The only score we have here on the game is an even strength goal that was scored by St. Mary Springs at the 13:13 mark on the clock in that first period. The goal was scored by number 10, Dane Dianovich, and the assist is going to go to number 18, Connor Schramm, and the secondary is going to go to number 25, Colin McMahon, who scored those only goals. Starting out here in that second period, St. Mary Springs will be on the power play here, and as I gave a mention before, their power play percentage in the conference has not been very good. It's been pretty dismal. In fact, on both parts of the season, it's been pretty dismal. But here in the season, in the Badgerland, they've only scored on 9% of the power play opportunities that they've had a chance to attack. So they're looking to change that here. And after talking to Coach Ryan Sarazen, it looks like the Fond du Lac Cardinals did not execute what they were hoping to execute here in their first period to keep it rolling by scoring as many goals as possible. So they were unable to do so. As St. Mary Springs was able to put up the only score on the board. Getting ready here for some second period action. Number 2 is in center for Fond du Lac. That's going to be Brett Zabel. He's going to be centering number 18, Ryan Lenz, and number 3, Aiden Hefner. They're on the penalty kill, so that's why you're going to see that setup out there. And then number 19 also out there is Connor Clapridge. In at center for Springs was number 23, Josh Austin. Springs has it. They're going to swing it back down below. See if they can get something working there as Talon Blank has it. Squirting, skating up through the neutral zone. Comes all the way across, gets in with speed, slams on the brakes. He's going to get checked into the half wall. Shot towards the net. Schober gets the stick on it, deflects it, but it's still held in by Springs. Setting it up at the top. Blank running their umbrella just off of the blocker and unable to find it is Schober. Springs once again working it in the center. That's going to be dumped and cleared by the Fond du Lac Cardinals. It's going to be played there by Hayden Rising, the goalie for Springs. Skating back with it is number 23 for Springs. That's going to be Josh Austin. He gets into the zone once again. Looking. Looks like they'd like to run an umbrella attack as they bring it up to the top, and they've got working it all the way across from side to side using a point person. Still got 49 seconds left here on the Quest Interior scoreboard. 1-0 for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Staying in for the Springs is Dane Dianovich. He's looking, having somebody there. Tries to get it all the way across, had it. Puck is out front. Had a chance there for Schramm. Unable to execute. Battling hard in the corner, trying to pick it up. Springs has it. 24 seconds left here on the power play. Working it back at the top. Blank turns it over right into the glove of Schober. That was a good shot there by Josh Austin. And getting the save is Spencer Schober. 17 seconds left here on the power play attack for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. In at center for Springs is going to be Isaac Highland. Won it forward, down into the corner. Trying to pick it up, trying to hit across ice. Fond du Lac's going to intercept it with 5 seconds left. He's going to, and hit him into skate. He had a chance there as he was leaking out behind the defense. And they're back at full strength, killed off by the Cardinals. Trying to get something going here. Jace Weber has it. Into the neutral zone, skating with it is Brett Zabel. Zabel turns the corner, pitchforks that backhand right off of the blocker as Hayden Rising is considered to be a right goalie, a goalie who has the blocker on the left-hand side. Normally a regular goalie. It looks like the net's off here on this corner, so they're going to get the whistle at the 14:35 mark here in the first period. As the St. Mary Springs Ledgers with a 1-0 lead over the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Badgerland Conference play. Here it's the tournament. The teams play each other one time in the regular season, and then there's a regular season champion And based on the seeding, that went to Neenah, and it came all the way down for goals against as we had 3 teams with a 6-1 record. If you're not following hockey, Neenah is ranked number 6 in Division 1. St. Mary Springs is ranked number 1 in Division 2. Battling up against the half wall. Shot towards Schobert, knocked down there by the defense, number 3, Aiden Hefner. Springs still with it. Good defense there by Hefner. Comes up against the wall. That's going to be picked up by Blank. Off the corner! Blank drills one in there, and the favorite sound of the goalie is that clank, as he knows that it's not going in. That's going to squirt all the way down. Rising's going to play it. He's going to cross ice, get it up here into the neutral zone quickly. Back into the slot. Shot fought off there by Schober. Behind the net. Against the wall. Wrapped behind the net. Going to be picked up there by number 10, Dane Dianovich. Chipped out to the top. Dianovich wanted his player at the top of the point and unable to execute. That's going to come all the way down. Springs, that's going to be number 25, Colin McMahon. Played it up against the wall. Trying to get it out into the neutral zone. Springs has it. It's going to be picked off there by Fond du Lac. Stick's going to be knocked out of the hand of number 10, Dianovich, for the Cardinals. And that's going to be a penalty. I think they signaled interference, but we'll have to double check that. Couldn't see again quite down here in front. So I've got a good showing here by the Fond du Lac student section. 2 minutes on the clock. That's going to be Connor Schramm with the penalty call. And once again, the Fond du Lac Cardinals now their 3rd power play at 13:03, and that's going to be the 2nd penalty on Schramm. Schober stops it behind the net. It's going to be picked up there by Fond du Lac. Fond du Lac likes to use that behind the net breakout. Coming back with it, skating with speed, turning the corner, looking to see if something's there. It was Brett Zabel. He still has it, goes all the way across ice. Tried to shoot it in, but a good job there by the sticks of St. Mary Springs to stop the attack. Again, Fond du Lac, 22% execution in the Badgerland Conference so far this season on their power play. 0 for 3 tonight. I believe that, sorry about that, they're 0 for 2 tonight. This is their 3rd chance. Schober's tried to suck them in, and instead we've got some hard contact behind the net. As number 7, Isaac Highland, goes to the bench. See what the call is going to be down here. Can't see what happens, but it looks like there's a player laying up against the ice. Didn't get the penalty call exactly from the other one. I didn't hear it at least come across, so we'll see what's going to be the call. You got both of the captains and assistant captains sitting over there for Fond du Lac. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty is going to be assessed to Fond du Lac. That's going to be to number 3, Aiden Hefner. Wait to see what the call is. I didn't catch it from the official. So we're going to be skating 4-on-4 here for 58 seconds, and then Springs will be on the power play. So let's see what this does here as far as opening up the ice. Charging is the call on Hefner, so came in there and ran the kid into the boards. Taking a few extra strides. They called the charging instead of a boarding. And now we're skating even here at 4-on-4. Rising plays it behind the net. Gives it over to number 20, Ian Zabel. Zabel with it for Springs. Trying to get it out into the neutral zone. Again, we're even strength here at 4-on-4 with the penalties for another 15 seconds. Tipped in. Going to go pick that up for Fond du Lac is going to be Jace Weber. It's going going to swing it over to number 19, Connor Clapprich. Clapprich moves it up. Offsides is Brett Zabel. And 2 seconds are going to remain, and now St. Mary Springs for 58 seconds will be on the power play, trying to get it into the zone. Back again using that 3-person up at the top. Change of positions. There's number 10, Dane Dianovich. Down into the corner. Schramm leaves it go, gives it over to number 23, Josh Austin. Back behind the net, picked up there by Austin Westergaard. Westergaard swings it over to Austin. Gets into the slot. Start there. Schober fighting it off. No goal as Schober's on his backside. And they're able to make the stop and get the whistle in front of the net with 24 seconds left here on the power play for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Good job there by Spencer Schober to fight that off, as there was a chance there for St. Mary Springs to score their second goal. Here on the Quest Interiors scoreboard, 10:29 left here in the second period, so they don't have the second period up there. 24 seconds left here on the power play. All the way back out to the top. Shot into the back of the net. Is going to be a goal for St. Mary Springs. Number 29, Talon Blank. Back into the corner for the second score for St. Mary Springs. Drilled that with all kinds of screen action in front of Schober. He never saw it coming. And we'll see who picked up that assist. I think it was an even strength goal for Springs at the 10:24 mark here in the second period. I believe that was Talon Blank. He pulled the trigger and was able to get the score to make it 2-0 St. Mary Springs. And in Badgerland Hockey Conference action, all of you know out there that is a tremendous lead to have a 2-goal lead against any of the Badgerland Conference teams. Now, Shawano's brand new and entering into this conference, and they'll start to get themselves adjusted. So the assist is going to go to number 10, Dane Dianovich, and the secondary is going to go to number 23, Josh Austin, to score their second goal for the Springs Ledgers. And with Hayden Rising in at net for Springs, that's going to be a pretty daunting task here for the Cardinals to try and come back. They did score 2 goals against Rising in the regular season, where Fond du Lac was 3-2. Coming back. Springs has it. Still on the attack. Banged it off of the half wall. Coming back into the attack. Fond du Lac trying to get some momentum going here. In the neutral zone. Fond du Lac. Odd man rush coming for Fond du Lac. Shot off the pad of Rising. Had a chance there on the attack. Was number 15, Hunter Parr. Rising left a juicy one out front there, but he was unable to get the stick on it. Keeping the 0 up on the board for Springs. Coming back the other way, Schober's able to eat that one up into the belly after a little bit of hard contact, rubbing up against the board. Couldn't see who took that. I think that looked like that was number 3, Gabe Brown, who got rubbed up into the board. 8:52, almost the halfway mark, showing that the shots on goals are equal here, but obviously with that 2-goal differential. Schober with 6 saves. So a lot of defense here, not seeing a lot of shots. Held in there by Springs, just wide of the net. Back into the corner. Springs trying to work it backside. Schramm takes a shot wide of the net. Kept it low. It would have gone off the pads, had a nice ricochet, but just missed the net. Coming up on the 8-minute mark here in that second period on the Quest Interior scoreboard. 2-0 for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Springs again with all kinds of pressure, keeping it in the zone. Not getting any quality shots right now on net, but that's not the goal. Right now the goal is to make sure that they continue to keep puck possession and keep pressure on Fond du Lac and giving them no opportunity. Puck squirts out front, and he's able to get on top of it, and then there's going to be a punch that's going to be thrown, I believe, on number 34, and now he's going to have a seat. That was a silly mistake by Ryan Marks, giving Springs another opportunity on the power play, already trailing, and there was no need to. He's laying on the ice. Oh, a huge mistake there by Ryan Marks. They're battling out front. Puck was loose the whole time, so it was good action right off of that post. Now St. Mary Springs is going to go back on the power play. I don't think that last goal, I'll have to go back and look at the time, but I don't think the goal was a power play goal when they scored their last goal. Two minutes roughing for Marks. And Springs is going to go back on the power play. Again, they like to work across the top, continue to work that umbrella, keeping the man advantage way up high. It's going to be number 25. Colin McMahon is going to have it. Trying to clear it, had a chance as it was leaking out, was Brett Zabel, but they unable to get it to him. In the neutral zone. Picked up there by Springs. That's number 5, Isaac Zabel for Springs. Held in there, and it's going to be offsides as Zabel was stuck offsides when Parr had a chance and stopped the attack and gets the whistle here at 6:55 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. The St. Mary Springs Ledgers with a 2-0 lead. 1:14 still left here on the power play. Working it in, shorthanded chance here for Fond du Lac. Picked off there nicely by number 10, Drake Dianovich. The Dianovich brothers wearing number 10s for opposite teams. That's going to be picked up there. Trying to cut to the inside. That's number 23 for Springs. That's going to be Josh Austin. Shot towards the net. Just almost tip opportunity there, but Schober's able to eat it up and get the save. 48 seconds still left on the power play. It's going to be the 7th save so far for Schober. Back here to live action from the Community First Champion Center here in the Fox Cities. Shot into the glove. Good job there. Schober saw that one all the way. Gets the whistle as there was a shot there by Talon Blank, who scored the last goal. 44 seconds left on the clock. On the penalty for Fond du Lac. Marks took a roughing call right down in front of the net. Trying to clear him out. Whoops, sorry about that. Just wide as that shot. Had a chance there again. Springs did a good job of working it. There's another shot coming across, was Dianovich. That's going to go wide. Springs holds it in the zone. Dianovich drops it between the legs. Pretty creative pick play there, but no way to execute. Back has it, changes direction. Dianovich has it. He's going to come all the way back up top. Looks, cross, ice pass over to number 23, Josh Austin. He tries to get in the center, knocked down there by Fond du Lac, and they're going to kill off this penalty. And we're going to go back to full strength. So again, coming on the attack is Austin. Popped up into the air, and Schober is going to get the save. The 5:31 mark here in the second period. Right now, St. Mary Springs is out shooting Fond du Lac 12-8. Trying to get it out of the zone, and they do, but it's going to be picked up in the neutral zone by Springs. Trying to move it out. Cross ice pass there by Springs. Back again into the center. It's going to be held, and Fond du Lac's going to clear. Trying to get to it first is Dianovich. Dianovich gets there. No help. And there's going to be an interference call on number 16 for Springs. That's going to be Cullen King. At the 4:59 mark here. Oh, my apologies on that. I apologize for the instant replay button being on. So he's skating into the zone. Up against the wall was Dianovich, and coming back on the back check, skating backwards was Cullen King, and he tried to throw a hip check, but that was way after Dianovich was past him and ends up taking him down, and it's going to be a penalty here on Springs. So Fond du Lac with a chance. Guess they called it as a tripping. I wasn't sure if they were going to call it an interference. It was a beautiful chance there on the scoring opportunity. Fond du Lac had it out front and missing. Executing, he just hit wide. Wasn't sure again who had that chance for Fond du Lac. It was a beautiful work in their power play. Shot again, that's going to be wide of the net. Rising went out to try and pick it up. Trying to knock it down was Hefner. Ooh, Schober left it out in front of his net. Up on edge. Zabel with it in the neutral zone. Comes in on the attack. Waiting for his players to get in. Tries to get it out to the top. Held in nicely there by Klaprich. Coming out to number 25, Tommy Koenigs. Side to shot. Nice job there by Schramm laying out. Absorbing that shot. Schramm's going to pick it up, and he's going to clear it all the way down to the other end of the ice. With 45 seconds left here on the power play for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Fourth opportunity here on the power play for the Cardinals, and they haven't been able to execute yet. Oh, got broken stick laying on the ice. Schober's going to pick it up. Springs is going to go for a mass change, and then instead of trying to send it up, Schober left it, and that gave Springs a chance to get their players out on the ice. Fond du Lac trying to get their breakout rolling. Coming with it is number 20, Blake Spies. He gets stopped at the blue line. That's going to come all the way back down. Schober's going to stop the puck as number 3, Aiden Hefner, tried to play it up. Springs doing a good job keeping pressure on here, holding into the zone. 3 seconds left, and that's going to do it here on the penalty kill for St. Mary's. Springs 0 for 4 on the attack for the Fond du Lac Cardinals on the power play tonight. Save there by Schober, getting the whistle at the 2:48 mark. So Fond du Lac, which has scored on 22% of their power play goals so far in the season with Badgerland Conference. So I just wanted to make sure to clarify that. I believe that they were a little bit higher overall on the season, but in Badgerland Conference play, 22%. Unable to execute 0 for 4 tonight. So Springs has given them the opportunity to get into this game, but they haven't been able to execute so far. And at center is number 4, Austin Westergaard. Trying to clear it out was Marks, getting it over to Spies. Spies tries to get in the zone, gets rubbed off the puck there by Ian Zabel. Zabel has it. He's going to take it around behind the net. Going with it. Chips it into the neutral zone, gets it over to Gabe Brown. Picked up there by Brown. Into the neutral zone again. That's going to be chipped down and picked up there by Jace Weber. Trying to get it into the neutral zone. Springs still with possession. It's going to be knocked down there. Coming in. Shot. Blocked there by the defenseman. It was Dianovich on the shot. Blocked there by Weber. It's going to come all the way back. Played behind the net by Rising. Coming out of the corner. Moving it all the way up was Zabel for the Cardinals. Got it over to Dianovich, who gets rubbed off the puck again. So he picked up there by Brett Zabel, held in by Aiden Hefner. Wrapping it around is number 15, Hunter Parr. 25 in there battling is Tommy Koenigs. Coming back with it is Springs through the neutral zone. Nice pass there. Dianovich with it, trying to walk in. Ridden off there nicely by number 19, Connor Klaprich for the Cardinals. 1:15 left here in the second period of action. 2-0 to St. Mary's Springs Ledgers over the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Held in. Here's a chance. Getting out front, but it cleared nicely by the defense for Springs. That was number 25, Colin McMahon. Shot up over the top. 1 minute comes out by the announcers. Shot again. That's going to be blocked into the shin guards. Clapperidge dumps it down low. Fond du Lac, nice play there by number 2, Brett Zabel. Trying to get it out. Knocked down by the hand, but getting behind. Oh, good job there. Recovering nicely. Here's a chance for Springs. Good back check by number 36. Schober with the save as it got through the legs, as that was Aiden Schwartz. Against the half wall. 25 seconds left. Springs with some pressure on the attack. Shot off of the pad, off the toe of the pad of Schober. It's a good shot there again by Springs. Wrapped down low. Picked up there by Clapperidge. Clapperidge has it. That's going to do it here for the period. As the St. Mary's Springs Ledgers were going to score their second goal. I believe it was an even strength goal that was scored, making the score 2-0. They scored once in the first at the 13-13 mark, and then they scored at the 10-24 mark here in the second period. You've been listening to Jeff Sauer here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Hope so you're enjoying the broadcast so far. I've enjoyed bringing this to you, and can't wait till the third period comes up here. Let's take a listen to our sponsors, and we'll be back here for third period action from Community First Champion Center at the Fox Cities. You're watching Badgerland Conference Hockey Tournament action. The number 2 seeded St. Mary Springs Ledgers taking on the number 3 seeded Fond du Lac Cardinals. We'll be back.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 Cents for the Future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.
Is the new crispy chicken sandwich taco from Taco Bell a taco or a sandwich?
It's the fold that makes the taco.
If you don't have a tortilla, you don't have a taco.
Bit of a bread burn there. Good one.
Ingredients stacked vertically, that's a taco.
It's called sandwich taco, not taco sandwich.
You've heard the arguments from both sides. Now, which side are you on?
The new crispy chicken sandwich taco from Taco Bell.
Hey, did I tell you I bought an SUV online?
So did I.
Really? I went with Holiday. The process was easy and they delivered it to me.
I went with one of the big national retailers. I was excited until they delivered mine. That's when I discovered some problems, like a mysterious noise, a burn hole in the seat.
At Holiday, they took time to answer my questions. They even sent me a video for a close-up look. Yeah, it's been good. I'm a fan.
Next time, I'll be a fan of Holiday.
Anders Auto Parts features quality name brand auto parts along with PPG automotive and industrial paints. Anders has an experienced, knowledgeable staff to serve you. Anders has been serving the Fond du Lac area for 3 generations since 1956. 16 West Sibley Street is the location, just off North Main behind the American Family Office. Go with experience. Call Anders Auto Parts for your automotive parts and paint. 920-922-3390.
Hey, Fond du Lac's best-kept secret is no more. Operation Best Chicken and Friday Fish from a C-Store is out. Pioneer Pit Stop. Yes, Pioneer Pit Stop has some of the best takeout in town. The best part? No reservations needed. No need to drive halfway across the country. No special dress code, other than you need to be dressed. You're in and out with piping hot chicken or fish that you thought came from a supper club. Of course, fuel, beer, liquor, ice, snacks, groceries, and tons of other things we all need are always in stock. Pioneer Pit Stop, 20 East Pioneer Road across from Tucker's on South Main Street. It's fishlicious.
At Camera Casino, we are making magic happen.
If you have a lot of slides sitting at home, we can magically put them on a CD for you. Need a different lens? We can fix that.
If you need something to carry all of your equipment, watch this. Oh, sometimes smaller is better.
Whether you're looking for cameras, tripods, or accessories, Camera Casino can make magic happen for you.
Team on top of the game for screen printing, custom awards, signage, and embroidery is Hoppers. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, located in the heart of Fond du Lac, can custom print to 1 shirt or 1,000. Pick from Under Armour, Gildan, Nike, and more. Choose your school for a custom one-of-a-kind look. Need banners, signage, or vehicle wrap? The team at Hoppers does it all. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy at the corner of Main and Merrill, Fond du Lac. Get more now at hopperware.com. That's hopperware.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors: Dan Sprader, Kathleen Taves, Patrick Ellistad, Matt Moses, Jeff Will, Ben Beercheek, and Pam Tollefson. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson & Gibbs, LLC, you're getting more than professional representation. Their partners are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Whatever your legal needs or questions, Everson & Gibbs, LLC has you covered. Practicing business law, personal injury, estate planning, probate and guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients to provide exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Give them a call at 920-922-7113. Or head to eversonandgibbs.com.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops just for your space. And buying direct saves you money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Hi everyone, I'm Josh Schneider with Silica for Your Home. We get innovative products in every day at Silica. I think one of the coolest things we have right now is something we don't even sell, our new digital price tags. We know you're busy, so these tags do the shopping for you. They search the internet twice a day, and if they find a product at a lower price, it automatically changes the Silica price. Shop Silica for the best sales, service, and pricing every day. So come on in and check them out. We hope to see you soon.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Hi, I'm Brock Rademan with the Rademan Stone and Landscape Company. As the first member of our 4th generation family-owned business, I'm proud to carry on the tradition of providing quality stone products to Fond du Lac and the surrounding areas. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living area. areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Whether building or remodeling, veneer stone can add a natural look and feel to your home. Our natural stone is available in many different textures, sizes, colors, and cuts. Stop out at Rademann's and see our indoor-outdoor stone displays, or like us on Facebook to see some finished projects. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Hi, I'm Jeff Cornelli. I'm the owner of Tavern on the Avenue, Bob's on the Avenue, Just Love Coffee on the Avenue. Just Love Coffee is a franchise out of Nashville, Tennessee. We actually interviewed 30 different people, and these people are above and beyond better than anybody else. 90% of the money that is made in the coffee shop is donated to charities. There's nothing in Fond du Lac like this business. It's very upscale, it's family oriented. We got kids games, the kids can play their games, the families can come here at birthday parties and have coffee at the same time.
If you're looking for a job where you play an important role in your company and work in a supportive team environment, join Spectrum today. As a customer service representative, you'll represent the nation's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to the communities we serve. We offer a competitive salary, best-in-class benefits, complimentary services, paid training, and excellent opportunities for growth and advancement. Interested? Go to jobs.spectrum.com today.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are two reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
Welcome back here to the Community First Champion Center here at the Fox Cities as we get ready for third period action where the St. Mary Springs Ledgers with a 2-0 lead over the Fond du Lac Cardinals here in Badgerland Hockey Conference action. Both teams are getting ready here to hit the ice. They're waiting for the officials to get ready as well. Just quickly give a recap of where we're at here with the scoring. So I did not write down all the penalties, so I apologize for that. Once again, I mentioned before that I've got the camera, I've got the computer, I got the music, I got the ads, and do the broadcasting. So I have a hard time getting all that taken care of by myself. So what I was able to get for you was the scoring summary. So in the first period, St. Mary Springs scored with 3:13 on the clock. The first goal was scored by number 10, Dane Dianovich with an assist to number 18, Connor Schramm, and a secondary assist going to Colin McMahon, number 25. At the 10:24 mark in the second period on the clock, second goal scored by St. Mary Springs, number 29, Talon Blank, with an assist to number 10, Dane Dianovich. So Dianovich with 2 points so far tonight, and the secondary assist going to number 23, Josh Austin. There has been 4 penalties committed by St. Mary's Springs. Unfortunately, the Fond du Lac Cardinals have not been able to execute and take advantage of those penalties. Fond du Lac, I believe, has had 2 penalties, and Springs, I think, scored that second goal just after the clock had expired on that second penalty, so it counted as an even strength. I believe that's what I saw on the clock. So ready here for third period action between the Ledgers and the Cardinals. Rivalry here at Fox Cities between these two Fond du Lac teams. Both very proud programs, both with some rich history and being super successful at hockey. Cardinal wearing their visiting black. Springs wearing the home team whites. Coming all the way down, we're going to get an icing. That's going to go off the side of the net. We'll get a face-off here at the 16:25 mark on the Quest Interior scoreboard. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here from the Fox Cities. I will be back on the air tomorrow to bring you both of these games that these teams will be taking place in, whether it's the third place or the championship game. I also will be broadcasting an early morning game with Waupun, which is typically the team that I do broadcasting with, but I do want to give a shout out quickly to Nick Rush for bringing me on board here to help out with the live stream. It's something that I started doing probably about 6 or 7 years ago and actually fell in love with doing so. And was hoping that there would be some other opportunities coming down the road. So if you don't know, most of the time I do some Waupun Warrior baseball. I've helped do nationals, set up multiple camera views, and enjoy doing that and making those broadcast calls. And I've also done Waupun Warrior football, and I've done Waupun hockey for the, again, like I said, for about the last 7 or 8 years. And I also help out doing the youth, and I love doing the youth tournaments. There's a goal scored by number 10, Dane Dianovich out in front. The puck squirts loose, and he's going to hammer it past Schober for the third goal here at the 16:09 mark. Dianovich with his second goal. See who gets the assist. Puck just sitting out there, and Schober has got hammered right past him to make it 3-0 for the Ledgers of Fond du Lac. That's going to be a very steep hill to climb for the Cardinals. Josh Austin with his first assist. And no secondaries given, so Austin's going to get the assist. That's going to be his second point of the night. Dianovich's third point. And Springs Ledgers are in control of this game here in the semifinals of the Badgerland Conference Hockey Tournament play. The regular season was tied between Fond du Lac Cardinals, the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, and the Neenah Menasha Hortonville Rockets, with Neenah getting the nod as the regular season champions based on, I think it was goals scored. Not exactly sure. I have to double check that. We had conversations a little bit about that as with the coaches. Ooh, that's going to be a bad hit. Koenigs is going to drill Westergaard in the corner, and we'll see what they're going to give him. That looked like a check from behind. See what the official's going to skate over and call, as he just leveled him into the board. They're going to call it a roughing, so that's a good thing. A check from behind could have possibly been a 2 and a 10. You don't ever want to see any players not have the chance to play, but you also don't want to see any players get hurt. So Springs, once again on the power play. The third opportunity, I believe, for Springs to try and work their power play. Koenigs is going to get called for the roughing. Three to nothing is already the score for the Ledgers. Rising pitching a shutout here on the 9 shots that he's seen so far in this contest. Nice cross-ice pass there. Gets the entry, gets past his zone, coming with speed, walking in. Nice save by Schober, sitting on his backside, getting that glove out there and making a fantastic save. I thought they were going to blow the whistle. I was going to give you that instant replay, but they didn't. Puck stayed alive, and they kept things rolling. Schober with a beautiful save on number 23, Josh Austin, cutting across the net. Knocked down in front by the defense. Here on the power play attack for Fond du Lac. Down, Rising's going to make the save. It's going to come all the way back, skating with it. It's number 25, Colin McMahon. Gets it down low. It's going to be picked up there by Fond du Lac's number 6, Jace Weber. Has it in the skates, tries to bang it off the board and clear it, and he does. Rising's going to go play it behind the net. Leave it there for number 25, McMahon. Coming back the other way. Dumped all the way down. We're going to whistle at the 13:25 mark here from the Community First Champion Center at the Fox Cities. Icing is the call on St. Mary's Springs with 20 seconds left here on the power play. 3-0 is the lead for the Ledgers over the Cardinals. Drop down into the corner, comes back behind the net. Going to be picked up there again by McMahon. McMahon has it, looks to make a move, chips it. Cross-ice pass, good clean pass there. That gets out to number 9, Caden Blank. Blank going to go down into the corner, take it up against the half wall. And they're at full strength, killed off there by the Cardinals. On the third attempt here by St. Mary's Springs. Fond du Lac trying to get it out. They do. That's going to be dumped. Schober's going to get the corner of the stick on it, put it into the corner. But picked up there by Weber. Weber has it. Tried a center ice breakout, but right there was a player from Springs on the post. Trying to get it in. Shot. Saved there by Rising as he followed the entire way on that attack from Fond du Lac. Still trying to hold it in the zone. Fond du Lac has it. Turns. High slot. Fire off of the pads again of Rising, who puts it towards the corner. Picked up there out of the corner. Save into the belly, and Rising's going to get on it. He's had enough attack coming at him, and he's going to get a whistle at the 12:19 mark here on the Quest Interior scoreboard. 3-0 is your score for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers over the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Third period action. Cardinals in a big hole here, 3 goals. Now everybody knows in high school hockey you can get on a roll and score them, but St. Mary Springs, the number 1 team in Division II, is certainly going to continue to battle and maintain their composure here, as they're also the defending state champs. Odd man rush, shot, wow, just up over the top is number 23, Josh Austin. He's going to go into Schober once again, and he's going to get the whistle. So he lost an edge. Schober is having a conversation with Josh Austin. Both of them are okay. 12:02 left here in the third period. 18 shots on goal so far for the Ledgers, connecting on 15 of those 18 shots. Bang back behind the net. Chipped off of the glass, still held in by Springs. Down in the corner, trying to get it to work. Off the half wall. Popping it loose. That's going to be chipped. Here's a chance if Fond du Lac can get there. It's not. Rising's going to be able to chip it across, and it's going to be turned all the way back down to the offensive zone of Springs. Zabel's going to go after it. No icing is the call. Good hard contact there behind the wall, or behind the net into the wall. Picked up. through the neutral zone. Skating with it is Austin. Tries to make a toe drag through the legs and unable to do so as Aiden Hefner stands in the way. Takes the body contact. Down in the corner. Trying to get it out. Comes all the way out. Just out of the reach. And that's going to come all the way back down. And Rising is going to get it. Fond du Lac's going to go for a change. That's going to give Springs an opportunity to set up the breakout. Back into the neutral zone. And it's going to squirt all the way down past the faceoff dot. It's going to be picked up there by number 7, JT Koenigs. Koenigs had it behind the net, loses it. Be picked up there by Jace Weber. Picked up now by Springs. Koenigs once again out front. Chance, and it's going to get past the glove of Schober as it leaks out front. That's going to be a goal for Austin Westergaard. At the 10:37 mark here in the third period, St. Mary Springs is going to score. Westergaard sitting in the right spot at the right time as the puck comes leaking out from back behind the net, right out in front of Schober, and it's connected with an easy tap past the glove. As Schober was sucked inside the net, he didn't have a choice as he was trying to protect from the from the bottom of the net at that goal line. And unfortunately, the puck leaked out off of the edge of the post right to number 4, Austin Westergaard for the 4th goal. Gabe Braun on the assist, and the secondary is going to go to number 19, Finn Bilo, for St. Mary Springs, and they now have a 4-0 lead over the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Scoring twice here in this third period. Back in the neutral zone. Springs trying to get it back in, coming right back in on the attack. Fond du Lac staying with it. That was number 36 for Fond du Lac, Aiden Schwartz. Hefner with it, comes in, shot up over the top of the net, over the hands of Rising. Hefner once again, had a chance there as he was feeding it out to number 20, Blake Spies, who was coming in. Just unable to connect. That's the way it's been going for Fond du Lac. They're off by a hair, and Springs has been able to get the luck. And they've been able to execute with that luck. Going to be picked up here by Springs once again. Back into the neutral zone. Slamming on the brakes is number 5, Isaac Zabel. He dumps it in low, gives them time to go for a change. Hefner's going to wrap it around the boards. Picked up there by number 16, Cullen King. Weber for Fond du Lac. Moved it up into the neutral zone. Dianovich takes a little body contact. Up against the wall. Fond du Lac still has it. Good job there by Brett Zabel trying to get it into the corner and battling. Unable to get it though out in front for an opportunity for a shot. As Springs is going to take it, bang it off of the board into the neutral zone, and it's going to be dumped right back in. Rising leaves it for his defense. That's going to be Isaac Zabel, or Ian Zabel, my fault, number 20. Going back in is Fond du Lac trying to attack. Springs trying to get a breakout. Hey guys, could not play by my cord. Fond du Lac still holds it in. Comes out front, here's a chance, and Rising is able to get on top of it first and get the whistle here at the 7:50 mark in the third period on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. 4-0 is your score with the St. Mary Springs Ledger with the lead. Fond du Lac had an attack going there, and Hayden Rising decides to stop and get on top of it and get the whistle. Both teams are going for a change. Coming out here, battling hard. Has not been a lot of shots, I wouldn't say, on either one of these goalies right now. Fond du Lac with 12 shots on goal. Springs with 19 shots on goal. Of those 19 shots, though, the Ledgers have connected on 4 so far in this contest. Not sure what we're waiting for here. Getting set. Dianovich is going to go against Austin. I did not see the penalty. Ian Zabel is going to be called for the penalty, and Springs is going to be shorthanded. So Fond du Lac here, this is their 5th power play of the evening. So they're going to have a chance here to see if they can get that 0 off the board for the Cardinals. Dropped there, picked up nicely by Zabel, trying to crash and pick it up. Oh, and he's going to get run, and number 19 lowers the shoulder for Fond du Lac. That's Connor Clapprich, and he races an opportunity here on the power play for the Cardinals. Is what they needed. Instead, they're going to skate 4-on-4 and then give up an opportunity for have to be on the penalty kill if they're able to kill it off. Silly mistake once again by the Cardinals. $7:15 here in the third period. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast. I'm enjoying bringing it to you. Badgerland Hockey Conference action, 4-on-4 action you're watching right now between the Ledgers and the Cardinals. 2 minutes for roughing was the call on Clapprich. Dropping it down. So Saturday hockey action coming up here tomorrow. I believe at 1 o'clock will be action. And now they've decided to pull the goalie. There's a chance as they had Rising out of position. As the penalty is going to be called, slashing is going to be the call. So now we'll have 4-on-3 here for the Cardinals. And then it'll go back to 4-on-4. And then Springs will, or then Fond du Lac will go back onto the power play. See who they're going to call the slashing on. Hayden Risen asking for a clarification. It's going to go on number 29. That's going to be Talon Blank for Springs. So we got 4-on-3. Fond du Lac is on the power play with the extra man. Hefner gives it over to Weber. Weber back to Hefner. Shot wide. He tried to drill it past Rising. Weber once again. Back to Hefner. Hefner swings it down to Zabel. Back out to Hefner at the top. Back down to Zabel. In the slot. Fires off of the blocker. Keep that 0 up on the board for Hayden Rising. Left again. Here's going to be a chance. Trying to walk it in was Weber. So he got the pass by Hefner. And getting on top of it is going to be Rising. Back here to live action, 6:04 left in the third period. 15 seconds left here on the 4-on-3. And then we'll skate a little bit of 4-on-4, and then Fond du Lac will go back on the power play. Coming back with it shorthanded. Speed, walking it in, was Talon Blank. I don't know how's Blank out on the ice? I thought the penalty was on him. Must have had the numbers mixed up, but they had 29 as out on the ice. I'm assuming maybe it was on 23. Josh Austin back into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Fond du Lac. It's number 9, Caden Blank, putting some pressure on Fond du Lac. Skating 4-on-4 here for another 1 second. And now the Cardinals are back on the power play. For 30 seconds remaining here for the Cardinals. They had a good chance this last time to try and put something in, but unable to execute as they had. Rising out of position. Picked up down into the corner. Into the neutral zone. Fond du Lac once again. Straw cross ice patch to Dianovich, my fault. Dumped down low. Schober plays it behind the net. Leaves it for Clapprich. Clapridge has it, and the penalty is over. We are at full strength. I don't think they got a shot off on that opportunity with 30 seconds left. Coming in with it is number 18, Ryan Lenz. Back into the neutral zone. Slamming on the brace, trying to make a move. Good job there by Clapridge. Back over to number 20, Blake Spees. Spees gets it into the zone. Riding off of the puck, still battling. Trying to hold up. Popped up into the air. And it looks like it's going to be a face-off outside of the zone. 4:06 left here in the third period. Not sure what the reason for it coming out of the zone was. Oh, I was going to say it was thrown with a hand, so that's what it was. Okay. Hand pass, so it's going to come all the way down here. You can see the coaches were asking the same thing I was. The Fond du Lac coaches were asking. So we'll have a face-off here to the blocker side of Spencer Schober, the goalie for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Oh, I guess it's going to be a penalty. So it must have been holding on to the puck too long, maybe a delay of the game, or I'm not sure exactly. Let's see what they call it. Springs will be on the power play. Fourth power play for Springs. Back once again. Cross ice pass. Wow, had it as Schober was slid out of position, but just missing the nets was Dianovich. Comes all the way back out to Blank. Blank gives it over to number 23, Josh Austin. Up around the corner. That's going to be cleared all the way out, come all the way back down. Hayden Rising is going to have to pick it up. They didn't give me the announcement. I was hoping they were going to tell me again what the penalty was, but they didn't. The penalty went to number 20, Blake Spees. Fond du Lac drills it back down. Rising goes to try and pick it up. Springs hasn't really needed to execute on their power play. And they haven't so far today. Offsides, yelling. Good job there by the linesman of calling that out and trying to get Springs back on side. Coming back with it. Dianovich has it, centers it. Backside and a nice pick there by Blank as he pitchforked it on that backhand side to get the fifth goal for Springs, getting it past Schober. Power play goal for Springs. Blank is going to pick up the goal. At the 2:53 mark here in the third period. For the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, 5-0 now on the scoreboard with 2:50 left. Springs in control. Guys, nice assist there is going to go to number 10, Dane Dianovich. He made a good pass. That's the only one they're going to give. They're not going to give a secondary. So Dianovich is going to get the assist on the Talon Blank goal. It was a great goal there by Blank as he had Schober moving and was able to come around on the backside. Backhanded pitchfork right past Schober. Fond du Lac doing everything they can to get rid of that shutout. They're going to continue battling hard. Skating back with it. Weber, shot off of the toe. Rising, good pad save there, getting the leg out. Now coming back the other way. Stopped down there by Blank. That's Caden Blank. Taking it behind the net. It's number 3, Aiden Hefner for Fond du Lac. Fond du Lac with an opportunity here, trying to get a little bit of pressure back into the corner. Has it. Unable to keep it in the zone. Springs with a 5-goal lead coming down on the minute 25 on the clock here on the Quest Interior scoreboard from the Community First Champion Center here at Fox Cities. Badgerland Conference Hockey Tournament action. Number 2 versus number 3, the battle of the Fond du Lacs. And the St. Mary Springs Ledgers are going to come out ahead And now it just has to determine what that final score is. Right now it is 5-0 for the Ledgers with 1 minute remaining. Icing's going to be the call. We're going to get a face-off coming all the way back down here to the side of Spencer Schober. Springs has executed well on their opportunities. Again, they only have 20 shots on goal, but they've executed on 5 of those 20 shots. And their defense has been outstanding here, only allowing 14 shots, and that's been their MO this entire season. Playing solid defense, continuing to keep offensive pressure on teams, not necessarily getting shots, but getting puck control. And that's why St. Mary Springs Ledgers are ranked number 1 in Division II. The defending state champs getting themselves ready here by playing in this conference hockey tournament. And tomorrow they will be taking on the Neenah Menasha Hortonville Rockets in the championship game. We'll be here for that broadcast. That'll be taking place at 3:30 tomorrow. We'll also be here for the 1 o'clock game when the Fond du Lac Cardinals will be taking on the Appleton United for 3rd place in the conference. 5 seconds remain here on the Quest Interior scoreboard clock. And that's going to do it as the St. Mary Springs Ledgers are going to move into the final game, and they're going to be taking on the Neenah Menasha Hortonville Rockets in the championship game. Tomorrow at 3:30. This is Jeff Sauer. We will be back on that broadcast here for Radio Plus Info.com. We will also be back here on the broadcast for the Fond du Lac Cardinals taking on Appleton United for the 3rd place game. And I'll also be broadcasting tomorrow on my own channel. I'll be broadcasting the Waupun Warriors taking on, I believe they will be taking on Shawano Bonduel tomorrow for the 7th place game as they were being beat. I thought they were winning 2-0. That wasn't the case. They were down 3-0 the last time that I popped over there. Congratulations to Coach John Welsh getting the victory here on a hard-fought battle in this rivalry game between the two schools from Fond du Lac, the Fond du Lac Cardinals and the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Congratulations to the Ledgers. We'll see them on the ice at 3:30. Thanks again for listening to this broadcast. Quick hear from our sponsors, and I'll give a recap of what I got for scorers. And then we will be signing off and be back on the air tomorrow at 1 o'clock and 3:30 to bring you champion.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 Cents for the Future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
No matter what season it is, you want to keep your vehicle in tip-top running condition. Anders Auto Parts, your Auto Plus Auto Parts store in Fond du Lac, can help. Stop in and see the experienced counter personnel at Anders. They can find the exact product or part you need. Anders carries a full line of quality products at great prices. So whatever it is you're looking for to get your vehicle running great, stop in or call Anders Auto Parts, 16 West Sibley Street at 922-3390, your locally owned Auto Plus Auto Parts store in Fond du Lac.
I bought my used SUV from one of those big national retailers. It seemed like a good idea until they delivered it. And I discovered issues. Trying to get them to help has turned into an endless runaround. It's pretty disappointing. I feel abandoned.
Choosing Holiday over a faceless online retailer is a no-brainer. In person or online, we're here for you with quality vehicles, more for your trade, and the care you deserve. From Wisconsin's #1, dodge the remorse and discover the difference at Holiday. It's worth the trip.
Is the new crispy chicken sandwich taco from Taco Bell a taco or a sandwich?
It's the fold that makes the taco.
If you don't have a tortilla,
you don't have a taco.
Bit of a bread burn there. Good one.
Ingredients stacked vertically, that's a taco.
It's called sandwich taco, not taco sandwich.
You've heard the arguments from both sides. Now, which side are you on?
The new crispy chicken sandwich taco from Taco Bell.
Welcome back to the Community First Champion Center here in the Fox Cities. Just a quick recap of the action that we saw tonight as the St. Mary Springs Ledgers scored 5 goals on tonight's contest and was able to get a shutout by Hayden Rising here to take the victory 5-0 over the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Just a quick recap once again, all 5 goals were scored by the Springs Ledgers. The first goal scored at the 3:13 mark by number 10, Dane Dianovich, with an assist to number 18, Connor Schramm, and the secondary assist to Colin McMahon. The second goal scored at the 10:24 mark in the second period by number 29, Talon Blank, with an assist to number 10, Dane Dianovich, and the secondary going to number 23, Josh Austin. And then in the third period, the Ledgers continued to pour it on and score 3 goals. The first at the 16:29 mark, scored by Dane Dianovich. That, if you're keeping track, that is the third point scored by Dianovich, and the second by Josh Austin, scoring on the secondary. At the 10:37 mark, the fourth goal by St. Mary's Springs Ledgers by number 4, Austin Westergaard, and then assist to number 3, Gabe Braun, and number 19, Finn Bilo. And the final goal of the game at the 2:53 mark, all even strength goals. Number 29, Talon Blank, with an assist to number 10, Dane Dianovich, his 4th point of the night. So a fantastic game for Dianovich. So if I was given a game player of the game, I certainly would be choosing Dane Dianovich for tonight's player of the game. You've been listening to Jeff Sauer here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. We'll be back here again tomorrow at 1 o'clock, where the Fond du Lac Cardinals will be taking on Appleton United here in Badgerland Hockey Conference action. And in the championship game, the Neenah Hortonville Menasha Rockets will be taking on the St. Mary Springs Ledgers at 3:30. Thanks again for listening to this broadcast. Hope you've enjoyed it. I enjoy bringing you some hockey action. Thanks again to Nick Rush and the folks at The Source for providing me with the opportunity to do this and providing me with the router. I certainly needed it, as I would not have worked on the public Wi-Fi from what I saw. So thanks again. This has been Jeff Sauer. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast.